Two men. Some podcasting equipment. What could possibly go wrong? Don't you think we have enough of them?
Yeah, we have enough of those.
No! Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your ears for a listening experience you've never had. It's Pertinent Podcast!
Welcome back to the It's Pertinent Podcast.
The podcast where the stronger you appear to be,
the weaker you most definitely are.
what a great sentiment for life.
Thank you.
I am one of your PP boys, Jim, and I'm here with my other PP boy,
Come.
Jim and Kim.
German come.
Maybe
not come.
Yeah, no, maybe
come.
not. Just
I was like KURM is what
Jim
I was going
and Kim,
for.
I reckon.
Jim and sure.
On ABC, 3 p.m. on Sundays.
What a graveyard shift.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was more thinking Kath and Kim.
Kath of Kim. Just interesting podcasting news for those who follow. Andy Lee now does a Sunday morning tea show.
Yes.
And it was
the radio.
Really, yeah, and he talks very differently to how he normally talks.
It's very
like
this. It's almost ASMR.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Almost like Jim.
It's not really. It was just thank you for joining us. Make sure you've got a cuppa or a snack.
Get snuggled by the fireplace.
It's like ASMR. It's very weird.
I think it's probably pushed towards the older generation.
It absolutely
Which is fine.
Because
Everyone likes their own media, you know? Yeah. Everyone has their guilty pleasures.
It's like ASMR instructional videos on how to enjoy your afternoon on a Sunday.
Imagine an ASMR instructional video on like IKEA building. So you're going to grab the Allen wrench and you're going to twist it until it feels firm enough.
It's nice and tight.
Nice and firm.
You don't want it to be too tight because that can be painful for the structure. But
yes.
if you make it just tight enough.
Agreed.
I don't want to make any more innuendo about it. But I guarantee you look that up. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely. Done that. Look, before we get into any fun, there was a court case that happened a while ago. And by a while ago, I mean 2 episodes ago. Kurt, How are you feeling after the prosecution? The judge very, very kindly let you off the hook this once on almost every count.
Yeah.
Apart from housing discrimination.
We had a good judge. We had a great judge. Yeah. Knows the law to the letter, and I believe the action they carried out was justified. And yeah,
How are you feeling?
Good. I thought it was a bogus case to begin with, so I was happy to be able to, have it overturned.
Might get you for slander or is libel? Libel's in print. Slander's spoken.
Yeah, slander's spoken. But then again, I'm not slandering anything. I said I believe that it was a bogus case.
That's still slander.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
How?
You can
I'm not slandering anybody's name.
Did you see the AFL umpires that are suing the commentators?
Absolutely ridiculous.
What?
They're suing a few of them. I think Kane Corns, Nick Rewalt for duty of care against that player who got really terribly concussed on the field and they didn't stop play. And you can hear them in their talks to each other where they're like, oh, there's a man down. Don't worry about it. He's behind play. And they're super casual about it. I probably put more emotion in that than they did. And that's what they're getting done for. Because it's like a duty of care. There was a guy collapsed, seizing on the ground. You hate it. Whenever you see them lying down and their hands are up, you know it's done.
It's going to be bad.
Good player too.
Who was it?
I think it was Lucky Schultz.
Oh.
Don't quote me on that. Because they all look the same at Collingwood.
We're gonna quote you.
There's a lot of them.
Something about that. I
think it is Schultz. Also, just with AFL injuries, I played Division 5. You do as well.
I am on the same team.
We're both injured. I am not as seriously injured as you. You have stress fractures in your foot.
I'm not going to show the boot.
No, don't show.
I was going to try. I'm not that limber.
Yeah, got to get flexible hamstrings. I have sort of minorly injured myself. Is it ridiculous for a Division 5 player to go to the physio to try and get back in the game? So I feel like going to the physio and be like, hey, can you get me to fix this? And they give me this full rehab program and strengthening and stuff. I'm like, man.
But I think
I can just walk around again, then I can play. I'm not trying to compete.
But that's how you develop chronic injuries.
But isn't it?
I think going to the physio for an injury is normal regardless of what like level of sport you're in.
I just think the reputation of it is funny. It's like, oh, I come off because it's also so synonymous with like old blokes trying to like get up and around.
Yeah.
Get back in the game. I don't know.
Let me strap up my entire body just so I can play.
Yeah, so I can get out. Like, maybe I don't want to end up like that. I'm very much of the opinion that I'm going to be, nice and limber and fit until I'm 60.
Well, then go to the physio.
Yeah,
I think that's what we've come up with. Go to the physio.
They ask for a lot of money.
Then go to a different physio.
None of them are cheaper.
The physio you're going to is ridiculous. Oh yeah, you need to come to here twice a week and fix your posture. What?
Yeah, I know. If it was up to them, that's what I would be doing.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
You come to my physio. They're great. Shout out my physio.
Shout out your physio. And
I'm not going to say the name.
Also my physio.
Yeah.
But in a not so positive light.
Kurt.
Hello.
How's your practice been?
Oh, I forgot to do it actually. I was thinking about this in the gym this morning. I was like, I should probably do some practice. But then I thought the only way I could possibly practice is by writing down the words myself, like the letters myself, and then thinking of a word. And I feel like that's cheating.
I think Wordle's just a good way to do it though.
Yeah, no, look, I'm happy to be the punching bag.
Yeah, for those who don't know why Kurt is being the punching bag, we have a very fun segment, the greatest segment, I would say. Kurt and I have both written down 10 letters, and we're going to rock, paper, scissors, rock, scissors, paper, rock. I think that's all of the combinations. That's not true.
There's 9.
Yeah, I only did 3. We're gonna do that to see who goes first, and then we've got to start with whatever letter it is. So, for example, let's say Kurt wins, which he won't. He would say a letter
P,
and I would say G, and we've got a peeing, and it's the first person who says a word gets the point. And we've added a rule that every letter after 4 counts as an extra point. So a 4-letter word is 1 point. Every letter after is a point.
Good luck following that explanation. I feel like we need to write out 1-line explanations for our games.
Word game, quick.
Word game, shoot to start, first letter, second letter, make a word. Boom. Make it for Caveman, bro. I could write that in hieroglyphs.
This paragraph ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
Then may the best word win.
SansScript Speeddraw.
All right. Stick them up. Remember to call it paper.
I did scissors.
I thought I did paper, and I thought because obviously we never cut, but there was a bit that didn't work because Kurt didn't do the rhythm correctly.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is we did a trial one, I won it, he went paper and I went scissors, and we did it again, and he went paper thinking I would switch to rock, but I knew he was going to do paper again, so I went scissors and I won.
Yeah.
So let's start
whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Whatever.
All right, first letter is going to be K.
A.
Oh no, that's not right. Caramba. Ay, caramba.
Nope.
Come on. That's definitely a word. Ay, caramba.
That's a different language.
Yeah?
Are we allowed to do different languages?
Okay, fine. No, don't worry about it.
Killer. They put it in on rap songs. Killa.
Yeah.
Killer.
I don't think we count slang. If we're not counting other languages, we can't count killer. Do you want to count killer?
Nah, it feels icky.
It does. A.
K and A. All right, bye round.
Character. All right, bye round. All I could... Do you get stuck on a word where it's like karate, and it's just no matter how many times you say it, it doesn't have an A?
No, funnily enough, I don't.
It's an issue, man. It's a mental problem with this game.
If we ever get something where we can do karate.
Yeah.
All right. Second letter. L. Libel.
Good job. I was going to wait for you to laugh, and then you just said something. What? No, libel ends with an E.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah?
No, it doesn't.
Label that ends with an L.
Libel, as in...
Wait, what are you spelling? Did you say liable?
No, libel, as in slander, libel. The thing that we spoke about earlier.
Libel. What the hell is libel?
It's like written slander.
Okay, I keep on hearing liable. I cannot imagine.
I'm not saying liable.
I understand, but all I can hear you saying is liable. And now I'm confused if that's how that's spelled. I've said it too many times. Liable.
Libel. Libel.
Light bulb?
Libel. Slander. Libel.
Right, yeah, I'm going to be level with you. Have never seen that word before.
We spoke about it earlier.
No, we didn't. We spoke about slander. Oh, you just said libel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because libel is written.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, we're saying we spoke about it and you said the word. It's two very different things.
How else would we speak about it?
No, but I'm saying we didn't speak about libel.
I'm just going to sign
because
it
you're
to
making
you.
it sound like I wasn't paying attention to the conversation. You said libel when we were talking about slander.
So you weren't paying attention. Anyway.
No, but we didn't talk
we're getting
about
off
it.
track. We're getting off track. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go.
M.
P.
Micro penis.
Mild pop. Mid-step.
Can we count that? It's a hyphenated word.
Mid-step. I'm sure there's a word that works.
I can't think of it or what else it would end in. I can think of words that have M and P in it. Millipede. Myopic.
That'd be great if that was the game.
Myopic. Minty pop.
Mid-step typically refers to being in the middle of a step or striding when walking.
No Yeah, you can have it.
All right. Word number 4.
It's you, no?
Starts with B.
Ends in N. Benign. Nope.
Bullpen.
Great. I hate this game.
All right. Number 5.
O.
K. Ozark.
It's my name, but
C.
P.
Chop.
Cyberpunk. You're just going to take an easy one?
Yeah. Couldn't think of anything else.
Cool. So we have one by round and you've won the other 5.
Correct.
So I've got to win these next 5. I have a really big word. My letter is A.
H.
I'm trying to think of a word that's absolutely massive. A pharaoh.
That's my mate over there. He's a pharaoh.
Is a pharaoh. Byron?
Yeah, I guess. All right. Number 8. F.
T. Fart.
Yeah. It's an easy one, but
So
yeah.
I need to get back in the game.
Hey, man. You got a point on the board.
Point on the board, 2 by rounds.
Number 9.
R.
M. Ream. It's a word.
It does. Is it EEM? Yeah, you're taking that?
Well, M.
G.
Meaning.
Cool, I've lost this. We don't have to do the buy round.
Now we'll do it anyway. Just for the fun of it.
Sure.
All right, buy round number 1.
I wonder if it's funny to just listen to you come up with words. Like, I wonder if that's enjoyable.
Buy round number 1.
T.
K. Already got one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A good one?
No. So I'm going to try and think of something else.
Yeah, go for a massive one. Tyrannosaurus Park. Write it down, bro. That's hyphenated.
That was the original name of Jurassic Park before it was. They're like exec walking the route. I love the movie. Let's just shorten the name, maybe.
It's good. Jurassic. It's called Can't Be All About T-Rexes.
That's
still
the best.
gonna be-
That's the best one.
Yeah. Tark.
Come on.
I don't have anything.
Talk.
Yeah, but that's a 4-letter one.
I just wanted to give you some sort of a chance.
I need... Well, that doesn't help me, though. If I go talk, there's no point.
Well, I just took it because
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, you won anyway.
yeah, we'll go one more. Buy round.
What's the point?
Fun.
For who?
Me, I'm having quite a good time.
Great.
Starts with
D.
C.
Declectic.
That's exactly what I thought.
Dichotomy C. Dichotomy with the C on the end of it. Really good if the word game worked that way.
Dictionaric.
Dechloric.
I guarantee that's a word.
I doubt it. Dechloric.
Dechloric.
Dechloricinated. Dechloric.
Dechloric is actually a word.
Great. I
So-
don't think it helps at all.
Yeah, you can.
One
It
round.
is DECLORIC.
Exactly how I thought it was spelled. Cool. So you win, I lose.
Do you want to count the points just
Why?
for
Too much to not enough.
You're not a very good loser, are you?
No, I've lost, so what's the point?
Still a bit of fun.
Sure. Look, yeah, counting is heaps of fun, James.
I like counting. Would you like to know how many I got?
No, I stated that before. That I don't.
How many did you get, Kurt?
5.
I got 16. Less than I thought.
Well, yeah, you took a bunch of easy ones. I
had 3
play
easy
big.
ones.
I play big.
Yeah, do ya?
I play big.
What were your 2?
Fart and dechloric.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That
No,
is huge.
I'm saying the reason I lost is because I play big.
Right.
I took fart after you.
You could have done easy words, but you just...
I could have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
decided
4-letter
not
words
to.
are super easy, but they're underwhelming.
Yeah.
So I play for the people. I play for the
Hey.
people who are waiting for a good word to come along. One week I'm going to rock up and it's going to be all 10-letter words.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah. And then you're going to be like, damn.
He's stuttered.
Yeah.
Studied.
Yeah, he stuttered when he said anti-disestablishmentarianism. Yeah.
Say that again.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Fantastic word.
Thanks. I'm good at speaking, just not thinking. So obviously, this world is heading towards a
Chaos.
bitter and sour and silly end with the amount of
Silly. There's going to be a bunch of
It's
clowns
a-
there.
No. It's like it's coming to an end
poppers
because of
and
how
streamers.
silly we all are, and we're
right.
forcing the universe to end. You know? So the old man upstairs is winding up, ready to launch another big rock, and we're gonna have to, go back to square or stone one.
Stone one.
Stone one.
Stone one.
So when the inevitable annihilation of the human race occurs, and the few of us are left are there, and we're gonna have to obviously forget or relearn. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to have to
Rebuild society in a way.
and language.
Yeah.
So for those, listening now, make it to that
Few.
that final round, final circle, and get to reinvent and populate and create the world, build it up. We thought it would only be topical to come up with some sayings to communicate with the other tribes on this supercontinent,
On social matters.
on Pangea.
Let's just say you've gone out hunting and is just like broken down your fantastic stick pile that you spent all day before you went hunting
and
making.
then, comes over and says, and
you've got nothing to retort with. We're going to help you with that.
I really hope that we're not the only ones that find this funny because I'm hearing myself say it now. I'm like, this could very easily go 2 different ways.
You know what they say, it would be helpful when in a social situation with your friends and you wanted to sound really cool. So you use one of these 3 fun facts.
Or something to that effect.
3 different sayings for a caveman to relay information or provide something of value to a conversation with other tribe mates.
It would be more authentic to just write down,
Yeah.
but just for the sake of translation, we're going to do what the English, like this time's English translation would be.
Yeah.
I mean, we can throw in the how it would be pronounced in its native language, but I think just for the ease of listening.
Yeah. Do you think they understood each other when they were talking like that?
Absolutely. How do you think language was formed?
I don't think it was.
What do you think happened?
Hot take for this week.
I don't think language exists. Everyone's lying to me, and they're very good at it.
Yeah, I don't think.
How do you know what lying is then? Well, that's another can of worms.
How do you know what lying is?
Yeah, if you don't know what language is.
Well, you wouldn't. We say
That's why
but that's not a. How can you lie if you can't speak?
that was my point.
Oh, well, that's not a can of worms. That's just.
That was just dirt worms.
That was
Because
just-
we're back in the caveman times, so we
straight
need
honest.
sustenance. Earthworms?
We need sustenance for conversation. 3 minutes, 3 sentences.
In the vast expanse of human interaction, few spectacles rival the curious case of Kurt and James. 2 otherwise ordinary males locked in a never-ending battle of witless bickering over matters so trivial, even evolution has chosen to look away. Our journey begins quietly, as most storms do, with a seemingly innocent exchange, but beneath the surface, the early tremors of tension ripple through Kurt and James, revealing the fragile egos that will soon erupt.
Don't go to Anne Frank house. She's not there.
That's not how he says it. Then that's also
I'm
not what he
aware.
says. That's also not what he says.
I'm having fun.
I
Does
love that
everything
clip.
have to be
No, but I love that
perfect?
clip and you're butchering it.
Why?
Because-
Why am I butchering it? It's the essence of what he says.
No, it's not good.
This, however, is but the first fracture in their delicate psychological terrain, a mere prelude to the avalanche of absurdity and escalation that lies ahead.
Letting you know that I think you're doing it wrong.
I just combined them and stopped the pause in the middle.
That makes it worse.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
it makes
does.
it better.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
When have anybody like enjoyed something more when it was summarized? Oh, I enjoyed it if I just listened to the intro. and
So
the chorus.
unless a reference is perfectly replicating, you don't enjoy
No,
it.
I'm not asking to be perfectly replicating, but if
The
you're, like,
essence is still the same.
The foundation has been laid, and what follows is all-out warfare, a relentless, nonsensical clash of pride and pettiness, from which neither Kurt nor James can retreat, their fates now sealed in the theater of the absurd.
Oh yeah, true. The Last of Us TV show, they did a great job.
No, they
There it
didn't.
is on Joel. They named the Melly and Joel, so everything else is fair game.
That's a shit analogy.
Nope.
That is
Exactly what you're doing.
that is an unbelievably
and
poor.
Frankhouse, not there. That's not what she said.
It's the same fucking words.
No, it's not.
He goes, she is not there.
She's not there, you know. It's not. She is not there.
It's fun.
He's not telling you he's working in like some bakery
He
or some
is
shit.
fun.
No.
Have
he's
fun.
Not. No, but I'm saying he doesn't talk like that. You're making him a caricature.
What's wrong with that though? Why does it have to be
So
perfectly
I didn't say
replicated?
you have to change it. I said it's not funny if you do it that way.
But that's subjective. I find it funny.
Well, you're wrong.
That's not how subjectivity
I'm
works.
not asking for you to be subjective. I'm sorry. I'm asking to be objective.
Well, objectively, that doesn't make sense because humor can't be objective.
I can't even think of what the video is like now because you've ruined it for me. Then this is
Such a crybaby
this is
when
the
it comes to
problem.
references.
No,
Oh,
no,
it has to be exactly
No,
like
but
that.
you
Or
do-
else I can't have fun.
Saying I'm a crybaby is like saying that you're horrible at references.
Okay.
That's the equivalent.
But I'm not because you understand what I'm referencing.
No, it's not.
It's a reference.
No, it's not. That's such terrible, like rhetoric. Oh, well, like you get it, so it's a good reference. No. What if I sung all the words wrong, but I had the right BPM to an Eminem
That's
song?
not even close.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're acting like I changed the entire point of that video.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
So it's funny because he's being dry.
I put an inflection on the end of it.
which it makes it unfunny.
You are ridiculous.
No, I'm
you
not
are
being
ridiculous.
No, I'm just
You
letting
are
you know.
ridiculous. It's
I'm
not
letting
like
you know
I'm
so you don't
singing a
make
different
mistake
song.
here. I'm trying to help you from not making the same mistake.
It's not a mistake
A
in my
good friend-
eyes.
a good
It's
friend
not a
would do
mistake
what
in
I
my
did.
eyes.
And I
You're
think-
worried about the social
I think if this
implications
gets
of
there-
that.
and
You're
you're
worried
gonna
about
silence me.
there's a reference
gonna
isn't
silence
great.
me.
Oh, therefore they'll think
people
I'm
should hear this.
stupid. Oh,
No.
I'm not. I don't
No.
think that.
No.
Then what's the
It's got
issue? You're not
nothing to do
saving
with
me from
public place.
anything.
It's got
I
nothing-
enjoy making references, even
Just
if they're a
keep
little bit wrong.
I also win arguments by just talking over the top of the other person.
Locked in intellectual disarray, both Kurt and James wield logical fallacies and juvenile retorts like blunt instruments, each desperately trying to twist reason, volume, and sarcasm into some warped semblance of victory.
You don't win arguments. You just say things, and then when people get bored of you.
You just don't listen to what I say, and then you yell your opinion over the top of what I'm saying, so you don't have to hear it.
Let us know if you think that making references need to be exactly perfect in order to be funny.
Not what I said.
What's your
I
argument
said
then?
if you capture the tonality of it, and then also like the actual gist of what they say, then you can do it. But you did neither.
As your argument finished?
Enter that in.
Is your argument finished?
Don't do that.
What do you mean?
You're old enough to
I'm not. I'm saying. Do you have anything else to add?
If I stop talking, then yeah.
Okay. I think that if you are having a good time with the reference and it has the same effect, I don't think you need to be perfectly tonally same.
Culture is dead.
Also, it's not
Killing it.
that tonally different.
It is. Look at it.
Adding
Maybe you're misremembering.
Adding in an inflection at the end doesn't
Give
change
you the
that.
benefit of the doubt.Maybe you're misremembering the video. I can be kind.
You're going to talk to me about being old enough.
No, I'm just being honest.
Maybe you just sure, yeah, whatever.
No, I said.
Maybe you just like it.
I wasn't mumbling. I said I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'll give you the benefit of that.
Sorry, I'll yell all my points.
But in the end, despite the chaos, the insults, and the catastrophic collapse of reason, Kurt and James remain the best of friends, a testament to the resilience of true companionship, even when it's tested by a heated debate over a TikTok video no one can even remember.
Would you like to go first? Do we need to set a scene here?
It's 8,000 BC.
Our initial scenario was that another rock had just hit.
Yeah, I'm
So
saying
then
before Christ comes back.
So we want to go back in time as opposed to
No,
forward
we're
in
going
time.
forward in time, but with the back in time's premise.
Okay, cool.
So it's like a circle.
right, okay.
We started here, we're here, and we're going to go back to there.
Simulation rebooted.
Jarvis, make it a circle.
Right.
How are you today?
Oh, hello, sir.
I just come back from hunt. Where have you been?
I've been writing literature from what I can remember from the old times.
You memra?
My what?
You memory?
Yeah. No, I remember stuff from beforehand. Writing down all my favorite TikToks. I'm hoping to reproduce them to get equal views when we reinvent the phone.
Well, you know what has nothing to do with that, but you know what they say.
What's that?
Just because cheetah fast, don't mean they win race. They tired, human not.
That's, yeah. You would actually be very interested in a picture book I'll make for you called The Rabbit and the Hare. There's a similar premise there, well, it's something I could maybe share with you, Ung, to tell other people. You know what they say, young Ung? The coconut is ripe if it falls and hits you on the head. It's a good way of knowing,
Coconut.
Don't go and get it before it's ready.
What coconut?
It's like, yeah. What do you mean, what coconut?
What is that?
Look over there, Ung.
Oh my god.
Look
Brown
up.
circle.
Yeah, brown circle up there. Not the ones on the floor. Stay away from those.
Yummy.
Bad for you. Very bad for you.
Well, you eat. You eat.
Yes,
You know what? You eat. You make fire. Fire
Yeah.
to cook. You know what fire can not heat?
The soul.
You know what I say? A hot fire cannot heat a frozen heart. Got heart broke.
Pretty sure that's a Night at the Museum quote directly.
Is it actually?
No. Well, just a little tip for you and your fires. If you know what they say, if you want to succeed expiration dates, make sure you smoke your food. Yes, so you have a question.
Expedition.
Yes, if something smells bad and is discolored and is having growths on it that wouldn't otherwise be there, that means it's off and you can't eat it. No, like it's gone bad. So what you do is you put it over the top of the fire in an enclosed space and you smoke it, and then you can eat it later.
Yum.
Yeah,
Me like food.
that's good for you.
You know where I keep food?
No, I don't.
At home.
It's good thinking.
You know what they say?
Probably not.
Man not know where house is if no sign to get back.
No shit.
What's that?
What the? What is shit? What is shit?
Kaka?
I don't really want to talk to you anymore.
Oh.
But I wrote something else down. You know what they say,
What?
No, you don't, because regardless of the rest of this population, for some reason, retaining basic language skills, you've decided to roleplay as a caveman, and I just want you to know that nobody's buying it.
Hey man, that's really hurtful.
Everybody, it's depleting camp morale, and we're all trying to get a foot in the door.
I'm just trying to have a good time. Everyone is down in the dumps. Steve has been shitting in his hand for the last 4 weeks, and I'm just trying to make everyone happy.
Yeah, well, we're all dealing with something and I wrote this one down.
Stephanie liked it. Look,
in
she's
memoriam.
smiling.
Yeah, I know, but Stephanie had a severe dopamine addiction back before the rocks hit. And
So I'm just trying to appease the masses.
You're keeping her dopamine up. Good for her. But then we saw Barry did exactly not this, and he lit his fire too deep inside the cave and smoked himself out, and then he died. And you're out here making jokes like a caveman, as if that matters. And
Don't
that's
act
gonna
like
kill-
Clive didn't die last week as well.
Yeah,
Died
exactly
of boredom
right.
because there was no entertainment. That's exactly why I picked this up.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going to make everyone happy.
By walking around on my knuckles and yelling at people. Look, this situation's bad enough as it is. Oh my God, is that Dr. Brown in the time machine?
Oh my God. Marty! We've been recording for 52 minutes. There's a podcast in there somewhere.
The outro?
Is that the start of the outro? That's a good one.
Well, on that, thank you so much for joining us this week on the It's Pertinent podcast. Make sure you check out all of our Deserted Island socials. Promise.
They'll be there. There will be coconuts that fall on your head when you arrive there for fruit of your labor.
And those coconuts are going to come there in the form of a short or a
or a story.
Or a story.
Or something funny.
I've got to do a lot of catching up on there. So, hey, bear with me and
make sure to interact with him and make fun of him. Just to make sure he keeps doing it.
Send all the DMs to an account. They really motivate me to never post. So,
thank you so much for joining us this week on the It's Pertinent podcast. As always, I've been J, and I'm with K, and we're gonna head off now and contemplate about play Minecraft
So, no,
to simulate the end of the world.
Yes,
as it's happening. But until the next time we see you. See ya.
Whimpering audio for the pod listeners. James and Kurt whimper for 45 minutes.
MP3.